Welcome back to Detroit. Piston me off. Today, the Pistons would roll into Minneapolis on New Year's Eve and take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Isaiah Stewart picked up 2 fouls in the opening minutes, and the Pistons looked completely out of sync. The Pistons would quickly have an 18-point deficit. Alex Burks was instant offense off the bench, as the Pistons bench, led by Burks, Magruder, and Bagley, began to whittle away at the lead, but would have a stretch in the second quarter where they would turn the ball over 8 times in 12 possessions. Simply appalling. Ryan Anderson would drain a 3 at the buzzer to give Minnesota a 64-50 lead at the intermission. Bojan Bogdanovic started the second half with 2 field goals, but Jalen Duren would quickly pick up 2 fouls, give him 4 personal fouls, and he would head to the bench. Bojan and Sadiq would keep the pressure on Minnesota by scoring the first 15 points of the second half and 22 out of 24 to keep the Pistons within striking distance. Bojan Bogdanovic, Rodney Magruder, Marvin Bagley, and Sadiq Bey would be instrumental, leading the Pistons on a run in the third quarter. Corey Joseph would hit a big layup on the last position of the third quarter, and we were all tied up at 88 points apiece. We had a ball game. It was looking like the Pistons were going to just melt away like they had in the second halves of other games, but they stuck with it and played with tenacity. Bojan was 10 of 12 from the field at the end of the third quarter with 26 points. The Pistons would take their first lead of the game 92-90 as Hamidou Diallo gave them a big spark, scoring the Pistons' first 6 points of the fourth. Casey would stay with 5 bench players, and the Pistons went on fire and led 103-92. It was either 5 bench players or Bojan and 4 bench players that would lead them in the fourth quarter. The T-Wolves fans begin to boo their own players. Anthony Edwards would lead the T-Wolves back. With 5:30 left to play, they trailed 104-98 to the Pistons. The players on the court during crunch time for the Pistons were Corey Joseph, Bojan Bogdanovic, Hamidou Diallo, Isaiah Stewart, and Alec Burks. Corey Joseph hit some big shots down the stretch, and along with Hamidou's energy and Rodney Magruder's timely shooting, and the Pistons would stretch the lead to 113-102 with only a minute to remain. The final score on New Year's Eve was the Pistons 116 and the T-Wolves 114. Piston fans, do me a solid. Smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to be reminded when my videos go live. It was a great comeback by the Pistons as they trailed by 14 at the break, trailed by as many as 18 in this ballgame, but ended up winning by 12. All 5 Pistons bench players scored in double figures tonight. Great team effort there. Hamidou would score all of his 12 points in the fourth quarter. He was such a spark tonight, just did everything. He was all over the court. He recorded 12 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Rodney Magruder was huge in this game, 3 for 5 from beyond the arc, and finished with 11 giant points. One of the best second halves I've seen Corey Joseph play. He had 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. Marvin Bagley came up huge tonight, 8 of 16 from the floor, 18 points, and 10 rebounds with 2 blocks. Bojan Bogdanovic would lead the Pistons with 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. Sadiq Bey was the only other starter that finished in double figures, as he would finish with 13. Perhaps the worst game of his young career, Jaden Ivey struggled tonight. He struggled mightily with 6 turnovers. In just 20 minutes, he shot 0 of 4 from the field to finish with 2 points and 4 assists. In summary, the Pistons really got off to a weak start. It was nice to see the Pistons and Dwayne Casey stick with the hot hands in the second half as they went to the bench, stayed with Bojan on the bench primarily, and the Pistons really brought their A game down the stretch to pick up a big victory on New Year's on the road to defeat the T-Wolves. Piston fans, do me a solid. Smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to be reminded when my videos go live. And I'll see you next time on Detroit Piston Me Off.